Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Leading Yourself podcast. We are continuing our conversation around productivity and time management on this series this month. And last week, we talked about a list of 20 random tips to help you increase your productivity. Today, we're going to dive deep into number one in that list, which is mindset. It doesn't matter how solid your processes, systems, and tools are around time management. If you do not have a strong productivity mindset, none of that is going to help you. So, we're going to start talking about what are the 5 core elements of a productive mindset. Welcome to the Leading Yourself podcast. This is your host, Carolina de Arriba. I'm an HR professional, health and fitness coach, wife, mom, and above all things, a goal-getter. In this podcast, we're going to be digging into all things leadership, professional and career development, habits, and relationships. This is a podcast for those who want to become the best version of themselves. Those who have big dreams and are willing to embrace the journey and put in the work to achieve them. My goal is to share with you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you in your journey. So let's dig into today's episode. Can I say that I am super excited for this series on productivity and time management? I really needed to double down on my own focus on productivity and time management. So this has been very helpful for me, and I hope it's been helpful for you as well. Last week, we started our series talking about 20 random tips to help you increase your productivity. They were all in a random order except for the very first one. There is a reason why I started with number one in that list, which is mindset. If you want to increase your productivity, if you want to master the art of time management, if you want to create your own time management system and stay consistent to that system, you need the right mindset. Mindset is the foundation for productivity and time management. You can have all the systems, all the processes, all the tools in the world to help you manage your time effectively and help you be more productive. But if you don't have the right mindset, none of that is going to work. So I think it deserves to spend some time going a little bit deeper into this topic of mindset. And that's what we're going to do today. My intention today is to dive deeper into each of the elements of a productive mindset and explore how they can impact your productivity and your overall well-being and sense of fulfillment. So let's break them down. The 5 elements, let's start by just sharing what those are, and then I'll go deeper into each of them. So number one is clarity. Number 2 is discipline. Number 3 is resilience. Number 4 is focus. And number 5 is self-care. Those are the 5 elements of a productive mindset. Now, let's break each of them down and let me talk to you about why they are important in this productivity mindset and how they can help you become more productive. So, number one is clarity. When we have a clear vision of what we want to achieve, it becomes easier to direct our efforts towards what we want to achieve, our goals, right? So, someone who has a productive mindset is someone who is constantly seeking for clarity. And I said constantly seeking for clarity. I didn't say he or she has full clarity, right? Because let's be realistic. I don't think that is even achievable to have complete clarity about what exactly that you want, how your dream life looks like, what your goals are, what are the milestones to get to those goals, and so on. But someone with a productive mindset is constantly seeking for that clarity. Clarity around the life that you want for yourself, clarity around what your goals are, very specifically, right? A clarity of what success looks like, and clarity on what might be some milestones that would help you get to those goals, right? Clarity. Clarity is super important, and I think is the very first element of a productive mindset. If you have clarity, that clarity will provide you a sense of direction, and it's also going to help you stay motivated and stay focused along the way. How many times you have started working on a project or working towards a goal, and all of a sudden you just lose interest in that project, in that goal, and you give up because you're not longer interested. I think that 80% of the times is not that you're not interested anymore, is that you don't have clarity on what exactly is that you're after. Once you have that clarity, that vision, that clarity of what you want becomes kind of a compass. It helps you prioritize, it helps you decide what to say yes to and what to say no to. It helps you guide your choices and your decisions along the way because you're very clear on what is that you're pursuing. So, clarity is the first element. The second element is discipline. And I think discipline is the backbone of productivity. Without discipline, our intentions and our goals are just mere wishes, right? Developing a routine that aligns with your goals and sticking to it consistently is the secret to achieving your goals. And that is what discipline is all about, right? Um, Being disciplined is about developing consistency. It's about creating schedules that encompass your most important task. And because you have clarity on what your goal is, you can easily prioritize those tasks. Discipline is about setting boundaries to minimize distractions, whether it is turning off the notifications on your phone or designing a specific working hours. Those are just examples of how discipline can look like. And as I'm talking about these things, I'm sure that you can relate with being distracted all the time, and you can relate with managing your task list. We're going to talk about all of those things more. But in essence, by cultivating discipline, you are cultivating the power to turn intentions into actions, and as a result, to achieve consistent progress towards your goals. That is the role that discipline plays in a productive mindset to help you be truly productive, right? Number 3 is resilience. Resilience, I think, is another crucial aspect of a productive mindset. As you strive for productivity, you're bound to encounter setbacks along the way and challenges along the way. And it's important to remember that failure is not the end, but it's an opportunity for growth. We've talked about failure so many times here on the podcast. By cultivating resilience, by reframing your setbacks as learning experiences, is going to help you be more productive. This is about embracing a growth mindset, which believes, as we have talked before here on the podcast, that abilities and skills can be developed through dedicated hard work. So, when faced with adversity, it's important to assess the situation, to learn from it, and to adjust your approach. That's what a resilience mindset, someone with a resilience mindset, would approach challenges and setbacks. At the end of the day, resilience allows us to bounce back stronger, wiser, and more determined in the face of setbacks and challenges, which you are going to encounter both of those things. You're going to encounter setbacks, you're going to encounter challenges along the way. And if you don't have resilience as part of your mindset. It's easy to give up, right? It's easy to stop doing all the things and just give up on your goals and start being busy instead of being productive. Thrive is back. Thrive is a virtual conference that I have been hosting for the last 3 years as a way to celebrate my birthday, because I can't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday than hosting a virtual conference. The first year, our focus was on personal and leadership development. Last year, our theme for the conference was reinvention. And this year, our theme is design, build, and drive your career. An amazing lineup of speakers are waiting to pour into you all their knowledge, their experience, their insights to inspire you and give you the tools to continue to grow your career and continue your path to your personal development. I hope to really see you there on the event. It's taking place September 8th and it's completely free. You can grab your ticket. Tickets are limited, so go grab yours. You can find the link on the show notes of this podcast episode. The next element I want to talk about is focus. What does it mean to have a focused mindset, right? In our fast-paced, interconnected world, distractions are everywhere. So developing the ability to focus is essential for productivity. Having a focused mindset refers to the ability to concentrate and direct your attention on a specific task, goal, or objective. It involves being fully present in the current moment, blocking out distractions, and challenging your mental energy towards the task that you have at hand. That is what a focused mindset it's all about. It's about practicing single tasking versus multitasking, which we talked about last week, and we'll talk more about it in a future episode, right? When you focus on one task at a time, you give it your full attention, that leads to higher quality and a more efficient and effective work. We're going to talk in the next podcast episode or the one after the next on a technique that is going to help you enter that state of flow and going to help you practice this focus mindset in a way that helps you concentrate, bring your attention back to the present moment, and be more productive with the tasks that you have in hand. So stay tuned because I'm going to share with you tools to help you with that. But it starts with the mindset of the mindset is when I focus on the task at hand, I can be more productive. Remember, sustained focus leads to enhanced productivity and to a sense of accomplishment. And who doesn't want to feel accomplished? I do. The last element of a productive mindset has to do with self-care. Self-care in itself is not a mindset, but it's having the mindset that investing in your self-care is going to help you be more productive versus the mindset of self-care is a waste of my time, is a distraction, and I can use that time to get things done. It's kind of like the principle of sharpening the saw, and we talk a little bit about this on the previous podcast episode as well. It's easy to overlook self-care when we're striving to be productive. But neglecting our well-being can have detrimental effects in our overall performance and productivity. Making time for activities that nourish your mind, your body, and your soul, engaging in regular exercise to boost your energy levels and improve your cognitive function, prioritize quality sleep to recharge and rejuvenate, practice relaxation techniques. All of those things are super important to help you be productive. But You're not going to do any of those things if, one, you don't believe that they have a positive impact in your productivity, and two, you don't believe that are a way of sharpening your saw so then you can cut those trees faster and more effectively. And that's why I say this is part of a productive mindset. Because we can talk about all the different techniques for relaxation, for example. We can talk about breathing techniques. We can talk about meditation. I can share with you the importance of exercise and sleep and nutrition and hydration and all of those things. But you're not going to do any of those things if you don't have a mindset, a productivity mindset and a belief that those things are really going to help you and be enablers for your personal productivity. So, whether it's gaining clarity, embracing discipline, cultivating resilience, fostering focus, or prioritizing self care, each element of the productive mindset plays a vital role in shaping your productivity journey. Remember, developing a productive mindset is an ongoing process. It's not a destination that you are going to arrive. Like any other mindset, it is a continuous process and a continuous journey. It requires self-reflection, practice, and the willingness to adapt. So take small steps each day to reinforce these elements in your life. Celebrate your progress, learn from your challenges, stay committed to your personal growth. Those are ways that you can cultivate this productivity mindset. So, let's wrap up today's episode on the productivity mindset. I hope you gain some valuable insights today into how the mindset can impact your productivity. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to tune in next time for more strategies, more tips on time management and productivity. If you like today's podcast, as always, I'm going to ask you to share it with a friend. Help me spread the word of the Leading Yourself podcast. I will be always grateful for you for help me in this mission to reach to 1 million people with the podcast. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. I want to thank you for being a listener of the podcast. It means the world that you are on the other side listening to what I have to say. My hopes is that what you get from the podcast is helpful for you. Until next time, stay focused, stay productive, and continue cultivating a mindset that empowers you to achieve your goals. I'll see you next week on another episode of the Leading Yourself podcast.